What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back with Dribble the Breakers Season 5 video, and in today's video, we're doing probably a pretty anticipated video that most of you guys have been requesting and wanting for a while, which is the Raider tier list for Season 5 of Dragon Ball the Breakers. So, as you guys have been seeing, I've been uploading videos a little by little, showing all the buffs or nerfs for all of the Raiders, new and old, to Dragon Ball the Breakers. And now I feel a little bit more confident of where people should be placed. I will say, as you can see, I've not played too much Goku Black and Zamasu, but I played enough of him, and I played against enough of him to have a good idea of where he should be. So without further ado, let's go into the tier list, shall we? So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiers. I have the Giga tier, and that is going to be for the Cybermen. Am I stupid? I don't see the side. All right, well, we're going to put Cell, level 1 Cell, into Once I Revert. And I'm doing this purely because I think I have placed these guys before, but it is kind of silly to put these guys like in the same tiers as the other levels, just because, let's be honest with ourselves here, they're not really like, one, the likelihood of you losing as Larva Cell is like astronomically low. And if you lose the Cybermen, you just get Nappa anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. So it's not really anything crazy, and it's just like they're not, I don't really consider them like true Raider levels. They're like filler Raider levels. I mean, more so the Larva than Cybermen. Like Cybermen is a little like, but whatever. You guys get the point. You get the idea. All right, so let's start off, bro. Let's start off with a one that I kind of want to knock out. Let's start off with Goku Black, dude. So I think level 2 Goku Black is at least A. In my opinion, I know some people might want to throw him all the way up to Z, maybe even S, considering the whole level 2 strategy in the game currently for Goku Black and Zamasu. But I think his Ki Blasts are solid. His super attacks are good, dude. Divine Ray Bomb and Black Kamehameha and Super Black Kamehameha are insane. There are so many times where I've been hit by, even at base form, both of these super attacks, and I'm like, what? How? Bro, like, the range of the AoE on these super attacks is stupid, dude. It is dumb. It is dumb sometimes. And level 2 Goku Black's Ki Blasts are not terrible, and of course he has Zamasu to back him up, so especially during the STM phase, level 2 Goku Black can give you a good run for your money, and if survivors aren't playing smart and conserving their Dragon Change for the defense phase, if they just plant the Ki with no Dragon Changes, Goku Black is going to win every time. He's going to win every time, and the reason being is because no super transfers come out for level 2 Goku Black, and there's no Dragon Balls. So if you play Goku Black correctly, he can definitely be like the strongest Raider in the game, pretty much. So I think he deserves A. I think the lowest you would put him is B. Is he the top of A? Probably not, but we'll leave him at A for now. Maybe we'll just keep doing Goku Black while we're here. Level 1 Zamasu. He's not great. He's not great, dude. I feel like the highest you could possibly put this guy is C. And the only reason why I would is purely because of Ki Sense. He does have a charge that is, as well. It's definitely not Broly level in terms of distance and speed. His Ki Blasts suck. His super attacks suck. Really what's carrying him is his Ki Sense and his dash that allow him to maneuver around the map. I think I will put him C, but he's going to be low C. He's absolutely going to be low C. I think D is fair, but I think you would have to put him high D. But for now, I want to put him low C. All right. Next up, maybe we'll do some lower level Raiders. Let's do level 2 Broly. I do think with the Broly buffs, I think I had him in A previously. I think level 2 Broly has gotten better. Honestly, I do think he's gotten better because, excuse me, his, let me just pull up his abilities before I continue yapping. So, his abilities, he has Planet Crusher, which is not good. He has a ranged Shout, which isn't a terrible snipe. It's not as good as Blaster Cannon, but it's not a bad snipe. Gigantic Power. They buffed Gigantic Power to where now when you use it, you are not as easily able to be hit by a super attack. You get more iframes with it. Before, it was a guaranteed super. where now it's a lot more difficult to do it, almost impossible to do it now. Obviously, Broly can still get jumped very easily. Super Transfers can easily mop him up if they're going up against a really good Super Transfer. But I think Broly's inherent ability to charge throughout the map and get early kills and kill players very, very fast and quickly, I still think is very, very good and very, very valuable. I am live streaming this recording. I am seeing some people say B. I could see that, but if he's B, he's high B. I'm going to leave him in A for now. We'll take another look at him later. But I think A is totally fair for him for now. All right. Next up, we're going to do Frieza. And I think he's better than Zamasu. I think, and he's definitely C. He has one of the best super attacks in the game. And he has it at level 1. And that super attack is the Death Wave. This is one of the only tracking supers in the game. And he has very, very spammy melees. They're one-hit melees like Nappa's, so they're very deadly. He doesn't have any break strikes. He is very slow. He has a scouter that can help you find civs. And he is going to be leveling up faster with the recent buffs that he's gotten. And of course, he can call Zarbon and Dodoria. I think high C is fine. I think low B is as far as you would go. I think anything above B is a little insane. I think level 1 Frieza is good, but I don't think he's like, you know, best like Raider on the planet or anything like that. I guess while we're here, we can look at Zamasu because I forgot to look at him as well. In terms of Zamasu, what he's doing, God Splitter is very bad. It takes too long to come out. There's no tracking. Instant Severance is decent. It's a lot faster. If you are trying to snipe a survivor, this is going to be a lot better. In terms of his skills, he has key detection, and this dash is okay. This dash is okay. It's nothing crazy, but he has it. He has it. All right. So let's do Guldo. I'm feeling high D to low C on this for Guldo because he needs 4 civs. He does have a break strike. He does have a break strike at level 1. To be fair. And he can counter barrier IT. I feel like for that, you kind of got to put him in C. I feel like you kind of got to put him in C for that. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you do have to put him in C. Just for being able to counter barrier IT, having a break strike. Obviously, he's very, very weak. He's one of the weakest level 1s in the game in terms of like actually taking damage. Oops, I do not want to reset my points. But let's take a quick look at Guldo. So Guldo has full pattern energy blast volley. It's not great. It's not great. Paralysis is the move that you can use to counter barrier IT. And you could use it after using your break strike, which is time freeze. You could do a couple things with time freeze, which I like to do. You could use time freeze and dip. You could use time freeze and land a melee combo. You could use time freeze and land paralysis. Also, what you could use with paralysis, say if you're running from a team jumping you, you could hide in a cave, use paralysis on the entry point of the cave, and just wait it out. So there's a lot of strats that you can do with Gold that I think people don't really utilize. He's not bad. Obviously, his key blasts aren't that great, but he's a pretty competent level 1. Okay. All right, moving right along. All right, yeah, Spopo's D. Spopo's D. I know there are some Spopo elitists that swear on their life that he's insane. He's really, really great. And I think in Season 1, he was that guy. Spopo was him in Season 1. Unfortunately, I didn't really play Raider that much. I was a really bad Raider back then. I didn't play Raider at all, really. Where the hell is Buu? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Spopo. Crash Launcher, honestly, actually is not the worst. Energy Drain isn't that reliable. You used to be able to use it when somebody IT'd and Yamu would actually fall somebody. The only way you can use this and it be useful is say if somebody, you still have the lockdown reticle and someone's hiding. Yamu will teleport to where they are, but if they're still moving and they're not like standing in place, it's gonna miss. But they did make him a little bit better. He only needs 3 civs as opposed to 4. But his kit, like, the summon Yamu call is okay. But who are we kidding, bro? He's D tier. like he's D tier, bro. He's D tier. Did I say deer tier? Anyways. Let's do Fat Buu. Let's do Fat Buu. Fat Buu, I think, is going to be... I think he's high C or low B purely because he does have combos. Jesus Christ, y'all hear that? My father just sneezed and it like shook up the whole house. Anyways, he does have combos. He does have combos. Do I want to put him in B? put him there for now. I'm gonna put him there for now. I might move him in B later. So, Angry Shout can combo into Vanish Kick, and Vanish Kick can combo into Innocence Cannon. Angry Explosion is pretty ass. The only way I've seen people use this move successfully is if people are going for a melee, and before they land it, you pop Angry Explosion. Survivors will get the animation, and they'll be in it so long that they're not going to be able to escape Angry Explosion in time. And this does deal a lot of damage. This does deal a lot of damage. Other ways you could use this, people are trying to plant a key, you could pop it on the key spot, you could pop this on a body, on a pedestal, on the STM. Only ways I would say that this is useful. His Key Blast can be countered. They did make it faster. They did make them faster, but they can still be countered. Actually, they did make Buu faster as well. They made Buu faster. You know, I'll put him in B. He is better. He is better. If he wasn't buffed, I would keep him in C. He is better. So they did increase his movement speed, and they increased the range in which he can lock on as well. So you're going to be able to lock on faster and get that movement speed when you're locked in. But yeah, he's low B. He's low B. Let's keep him in B. All right, next let's do another level 2. Level 2 Cell. He's definitely... Honestly, I could throw him in D, but I probably will put him in C. I will put him in C. He's better than Guldo, and he's better than Zamasu. Low-key, I don't think he's better than level 1 Frieza. Is that crazy? I really don't, bro. I don't think he's better than level 1 Frieza. I really don't. But let's take a look at what he's doing. He has Solar Flare. Solar Flare is not bad. After Image, I do like After Image, and I also hate it. I hate it because every other Raider in the game has some sort of form of Break Strike, and Cell is the only Raider in the game that does it. And the reason why that's bad, the reason why that's really, really bad is because when survivors are working on the Super Time Machine, you cannot knock them off. You can save yourself from being attacked and get pretty far away, but you can't knock a bunch of survivors at the same time, which is really, really bad for Cell. Level 2 Cell has 0 crowd control. The only form of crowd control he has is Solar Flare, and if it's interrupted, then you're crap out of luck. You could combo After Image into Solar Flare, then land like a melee or something, but his super attacks are god-awful. Specimen Cannon is terrible. It's better on the Survivor, literally. Full Power Energy Wave is an okay snipe, and his Key Blast can be countered. And he has Key Detection, which is nice, but not much else I can really say about Cell. Fortunately, he's just not that great, but you know, After Image, I do like it for chasing. I do like that you can combo it in Solar Flare. It is a nice maneuverability active skill. I do like it for that, but in terms of like defending the STM and offensively, it's just not good. It's just not good. I'm gonna keep him in C. All right, moving right along. Let's do Nappa. Nappa, although he is fragile, I do think he is A. Nappa is really good, dude. He is super scary. Super, super scary, and I feel like he's one of those Raider levels that I really don't recommend people summoning while he's out, because you could get absolutely melted with Nappa. Now, I will say, if he doesn't have his Cyberman Call, he's B, 100%. I'm not denying that. I think some people would agree that he's in B. However, I do think with the Cyberman Call, he's an easy A for me. This skill is it's the greatest like pacifying skills in the game. If you get hit by this, you're basically in like this like running animation, whether you're transformed or not. And if Nappa is close by you, he can deck you in the face a good like 2 or 3 times and absolutely destroy your chains, level 4 or not. So Nappa is very strong. He has really good Key Blasts. He can plant Cyberman on bodies, plant Cyberman on keys, civilians, on the STM. He's very, very good. He has a Break Strike. He has a Scouter. I think Nappa is very, very good. Some people even argue he's better than Vegeta. That's how good Nappa is. Oh, also, I didn't talk about his super attacks. Oops. His super attacks aren't bad. I actually really like Murder Grenade, and the reason why I like it is because it's a super that kind of lasts on the map, and its hit frames last. So if you walk into it, it'll deal damage. I really do like Murder Grenade. I think it's perfect for summoning, sniping people, sniping people, rezzing, sniping people like on the STM and whatnot. Break Cannon is not great. The only way you're really going to be hitting people with this if they're like grappling away. and maybe if you're sniping somebody that doesn't notice you. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not that great at all. But Murder Grenade is quite good. I do like Murder Grenade. Moving along, who do I want to do next? Let's do level 2 Frieza. Level 2 Frieza, I think, is B. Is he better than Buu? I want to say yeah. I want to say yeah. He's better than Buu. I think he's better than Buu. And the reason why I say that is because I think he has better super attacks. Explosive Wave is really good. It catches a lot of people off guard. It's one of those moves that even if you don't have the survivor in your direct line of sight, Explosive Wave can hit them as long as you're locked on. So say if the survivor, you're locked on, they go into a cave, they stop moving. You pop Explosive Wave, it's going to hit where they are and they take damage. And a lot of people don't realize this. Full Power Energy Wave is a pretty good snipe, comes out fairly fast. It can actually combo. I forget Frieza's combo on the top of my head, but I believe the combo is Break Strike into Zarbon into Full Power Energy Wave. And I think he has that at level 3 as well. So he has his own combo. And his Ki Blast cannot be countered. So if you add all that together, he, has a Break Strike. He has Zarbon Dodoria callouts, which can, camp keys, ETMs, survivors, what have you. Both of his super attacks are good, and he has his own combo. I feel like with that alone, he's better than Buu, right? Literally, as soon as I say Buu's Ki Blast can be countered, Frieza's can't. I feel like you really can't argue that level 2 Frieza isn't better than level 2 Buu. Let's do Recoome. Let's get the level 2s out of the way. Recoome. I still think Recoome is really good, but I do think with how strong survivors have gotten, I don't think he's fallen off. I think it's just harder for him to keep up. I think I want to put him in B, and I feel like I typically put him in B. But I am tempted to put him high C. Shouts to high C, Fruit Punch. I am tempted to put him in high C. I might put him in B later, but I think I'm going to put him in C. Purely because I feel like Recoome these days is not really that valuable if he lives or dies. Like, him dying is great, but it's not like the end of the world if he lives. I do think, he was the first Raider that had any sort of charging skill. He kind of invented that. And it's good, but it takes a long time to come out as opposed to the active skill charges that we have with Broly and Zamasu. A Recoome Eraser Gum is garbage. You get hit by this, I'm sorry, that move is really bad. It's really bad. When I've gotten hit by this, I felt so embarrassed. I could not eat dinner that night and look at my mom in the eyes. It's that bad. I will say his Break Strike is really good. His break strike is really good because it gives him a lot of iframes, and it actually can hit multiple times. And you could break strike into Recoome kick. You could break strike into a super attack. I think Recoome is solid. His Ki Blasts are very spammy, but they can be countered. If you want to say B, I think that's fair, and I get where you're coming from. I think just for me, now the way the game has changed, I do think Recoome has kind of suffered a little bit. Not because he's bad, just because I don't think he can keep up as much. I don't think, because he's very fragile, dude. He's very, very fragile. He's very fragile. But if you were to put him in B, I think he would be the lowest part in B. But if you want to put him in B, I think that's totally fair. I might move him later, but for now I'm going to keep him in high C. All right, while we're on Ginyu, I think I'm going to do Jason Birder. Are these guys S? They could be, man. They could be. The reason why I don't feel comfortable putting them in S now is because there's so many super attacks that just deal so much damage. And these guys are probably going down in 3 to 4 supers now. That's the only thing. Survivors are getting just so many good super attacks now. Again, it's not even that these guys are bad. It's just that, are they keeping up with the times? I think they are. But, do they still belong in S? I'm not sure. I'm going to keep them here for now. They're probably better than Goku Black and Zamasu. Some people are saying S in chat. Some people are saying A. S for sure. Well, let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at him. So, he has Scouter. He has a Break Strike. And he has a Birder Call. Honestly, I think the worst part about Jason Birder, and there's really nothing that much bad about them, I think the worst part probably is the Jason Birder call. Or the Birder call. It's good to kind of keep survivors at bay for a sec. Like, if they're spamming Ki Blasts at you, you can toss out Birder for them to, like, get distracted by Birder for a sec. Or if you want to, like, place them over a survivor for some time. They'll be defended by Recoome and Guldo, assuming you get them to live. Their Ki Blasts are fast lasers, so they're very, very good and they cannot be countered. Purple Comet Crash is good because it gives you iframes for a long time and you can deal a bunch of damage. Crusher Bolt is really good. It's a snipe and a volley attack put into one. Do they still deserve the S? I will say they are better than Goku Black and Zamasu. It's really just the strat that makes Goku Black and Zamasu appear to be better. I think I will put them in the S. I think you can make the argument for A, considering, I don't think they're aging poorly. I just think survivors are getting strong, man. And I just think it's getting more difficult for, like, auto-evolve raiders to keep up, just because the damage is just scaling higher and higher, like, with these new transfers. Alright, well, here, let's do Super Buu. Honestly, guys, typically, every other season, instant Z for me. Instant Z for me. And I want to keep it that way because I love Super Buu, dude. I love Super Buu. But genuinely now, I don't think Super Buu is the confirmed W that he is anymore. I really don't. I really don't, bro. I might put him in S, but let's take a look at his kit really quick. So, the thing about Super Buu is that I will say he does have the perfect kit. And the reason why I say that is because Angry Shout, you still have that Vanish Kick combo. Ill Bomber is good. You can creep up on survivors. It gives you iframes for a couple seconds if you need to run away. Go-Go Gum is very good. You can Go-Go Gum into a melee, Go-Go Gum into volley, Go-Go Gum into Ki Blast, whatever you want to do, Go-Go Gum and dip, whatever you want to do. Ill Rain is amazing because it actually tracks survivors. So if you physically don't see them when you're not locked on, this will actually lock onto survivors regardless, which I really, really love. And it's really hard to dodge. His volley is the best volley in the game. Best volley in the game. Typically when I rate him, I don't really like consider his like stomach mechanic a part of his kit. Just because that's technically level 4 Buu. But I guess if you are considering that a part of his kit, which I guess you technically should, he is definitely Z, because you are technically still Buu. I guess if that's the case, I think he will forever be Z, just because that mechanic is broken. You can, like, games are won and lost because of that. But I will say, previous seasons, you got Super Buu, GG's. Now, I'm still hopeful and optimistic, depending on the situation, of course. I'm still hopeful and optimistic, even with Super Buu. Back in the day, it was GG's. But now, I don't know, man. I'm going to keep him in Z, but he's low Z. He's barely hanging on to Z, bro. Barely hanging on to Z. But, yo, Ki Blasts are great. Very fast. Very spammy. Can't be countered. But, he's barely hanging on to Z, dude. He's barely hanging on. All right. Yeah, let's actually knock these level 3s out. Let's do level 3 Frieza. I feel like some people probably want to put him in Z, but I would put... Is he Z, level 3 Frieza? It did buff him. It did buff him. He is quite good. I'm gonna leave him in S for now. Let's look at his kit. Chat spamming S. Alright, let's look at his kit. Literally, I think Third Form Frieza has a great kit. The only move I think is bad on him is Crazy Finger Shot. I don't know what it is. I swear to God, Frieza, like, shuts his eyes and just, like, shoots. He misses everything, bro. He misses everything when he uses this. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. I don't know why this sucks so much. Death Beam, however, is very, very good. And they actually reduced the cooldown on it, which I think is insane. Because I thought it was really, really good before. And he has a crazy combo where you could Break Strike Zarbon Call into Death Beam. And it's almost a one-shot, even to level 4s. almost a one-shot, even the level 4s. He still has Zarbon and Dodoria. He has very, very spammy Ki Blast. Probably the most spammy Ki Blast in the entire game. They can be countered. They can be countered, but they are very deadly and they melt transformations. So with that in mind, it's tough because I feel like their kit is better, but he's stronger because he can take more damage. Honestly, I think you guys could do this. You could do this. I think either or is fair. I'm going to leave that as it is for now, though. All right. Let's knock Cell out. Level 3 Cell. I think he's low B or high C. I think Cell level 3 is high C or low B. I will say, now that we have PC players in the mix, sniping with Cell is obviously going to be a little more common just because they have the precision with the mouse and keyboard. Not that console players can't do that. It's definitely a little more frequent now. He does have crowd control. I've been seeing people say CF. That's funny as hell. Let's take a look at it. Maybe I'm being too generous. Gravity Impact is not that bad. It's actually a pretty decent snipe, and it has a little bit of AoE on the explosion. Full Power Energy Blast Volley is literally Cell's best move. The only unfortunate thing about it is that it can be interrupted if you get hit by a melee or a stun or anything like that. But it has a short cooldown of 10 seconds. His Ki Blast, even with the buff, I still find them very easy to dodge. I mean, you could After Image into volley. You can After Image into Solar Flare into volley. After Image into Solar Flare into melee. After Image into Solar Flare into Gravity Impact. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm being generous putting him in B. Chat's saying C. I'm seeing a lot of C's. I mean, if he's C, he's top of C at the very least. He's definitely top of C. Keep in mind, he is one of the strongest health pool raiders in the game. His health pool is quite strong, but does it amount to enough? I don't know. I'm gonna leave him there for now. Alrighty. Yeah, let's finish the level 3s up. Let's do Vegeta. Vegeta, I think, is A. I think Vegeta is A. I think he's better than Nappa. Is he better than Broly? I think he is. I think his Vanishing Kick is really good. Is he better than Goku Black and Zamasu? Probably not. I'm seeing chat say low S. Let me look at his kit really quick. So I would say all of his super attacks are pretty solid. Galick is a pretty decent snipe, and it gives you a lot of juice towards the Power Ball passive or active skill. Finish Breaker is good. It can't be countered as easily anymore or at all, practically. Ki Blast can be kind of countered. His melees are insane. His Vanish Kicks are insane. I have clutched the games because of his Vanish Kicks. Like, you could really, really clutch a game with Vanishing Kicks. With the Nappa Call, too, he can completely knock all survivors hiding around the STM. The Nappa Call is quite good. I think Vegeta is very solid, man. I think he's very solid. Chat's saying S. If Nappa's alive, he's S. I think that's fair. I think with Nappa alive being S. Honestly, chat was talking to me. I took a little intermission. I was drinking some water because I've been yapping so much. Honestly, they might be S. Purely because both of their super attacks are better. Or really good. And honestly, like, deep down, are their super attacks better than level 3 Frieza? I would say yeah. Frieza's Ki Blasts are better. Zarbon and Dodoria are good, and they do have that combo that's nasty. But, like, you have to be good to land that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily have to be good with Goku Black and Zamasu to land their super attacks, or just have Zamasu float around and kill people, right? So, honestly, I think I might put them in S. Maybe I'm crazy. I think S honestly is fine. But now we gotta do Rose. Rose, honestly, I could put in Z. I think the only reason, legitimately the only reason you wouldn't want to put him in Z is because of the super transfer. That's legit the only reason. And it's not even like a negative on his kit. His kit is flawless. Flawless kit. Flawless. He like his kit is probably as good as Super Buu, if not better. I'm gonna put him in Z. I'm gonna put him in Z. I think the only way you're losing as Rose is if the STM is out and then the super transfer spawns. If you get Rose before the STM spawns, it's probably GG's. It's probably GG's, bro. Rose is insane. Let's take a look at him really quick. So Rose has key detection. He has a break strike. He can escape jumping, by the way, and so can level 2. Goku Black Zamasu. I forgot to mention that. They can escape jumping if they buy themselves enough time. You could just like IT really quick, key sense to the Zamasu, and just peace out, right? Divine Lasso is very good. It's very quick. It's very fast. The damage of it is insane. If it lands on you, there's nothing you can do about it, to my knowledge. Once those blades hit you, once you taste my blade, like that's it. You explode. It's over. And then his super attacks are insane. They were already really, really good on base black, on Rose. Good luck dodging these if you're in an enclosed space. It's not happening, bro. Yeah, the break strike is also very huge. If you're far away, it won't deal damage, but it'll knock you back. It's really good. And it actually does counter barrier IT. His Ki Blast, I don't think I gotta talk about his Ki Blast. You guys know how good his Ki Blasts are. He melts transformations. Melts them, bro. He is so good. He is so good. One of the strongest level 3s in the game. The only reason why I won't put him above Super Buu, and this is definitely personal experience, with all the time I've put into this game, the amount of Super Buus I have killed, I still feel is less the amount of level 3 Roses I've killed. It's still difficult. It is still difficult. Don't get me wrong. I still think it is more rare to kill a Super Buu than a Rose, in my opinion. Again, if you want to do this, I think that's totally fair. Just in my opinion, I think Rose is slightly, I don't even want to say worse, just that Super Buu might be slightly better. That's just me. Super Buu walks so Rose can run. Nobody really plays Super Buu, that's why. Chat's looking like I'm crazy. Am I crazy? Yeah, I talked about it with chat. I generally think these guys are interchangeable. In defense of Super Buu, he doesn't experience a super transfer. The survivors actually have to collect the 7 Dragon Balls for him to fight a level 4. You always are getting a super transfer Goku Black Zamasu. So just keep that in mind. And I do think, what? No, that's it. That's all I want to say. All right, Broly level 3. I do think he's better. He's definitely better than Nappa. Is he better than level 2 Broly now? Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, is Broly better than Vegeta and Frieza? Goku Black Zamasu. I think he might be S now. His Ki Blasts are horrible. It's so funny, dude, because his Ki Blasts are terrible. Terrible, bro. They're a little bit better. They're not as laughably easy to dodge. They are a little bit better, but all of his active skills are amazing, dude. His charge is a little worse. Gigantic charge is a little worse than Rage charge. But his supers are good, dude. Blaster Cannon is solid. It's a solid snipe. Blaster Meteor is obviously like probably one of the best crowd control moves in the game. Aura Trap is good. You can combine that with Blaster Meteor. You have 2 break strikes now. Although they have fairly long cooldowns, you still do have 2 break strikes. He has to deal with a super transfer. Does he deserve S? I will admit, I'm conflicted with this guy. My heart wants to put him in S, but I do think he belongs in A. But like, yeah, because these guys have better Ki Blast, low key. They do. They do. But his active skills and supers are quite good, I will say. I think it's really just, if you don't think his Ki Blasts are that bad, you could put him here. I just think his Ki Blasts are that bad. I just think they are. And I think level 2 Broly's Ki Blasts are harder to dodge, honestly. So I think I'm going to do this. I do think I'm going to do this. I will say, I do think there is a wide gap. Some of you might be like, bro, why the hell is Nappa right by level 3 Broly? I do think there is a wide gap between these guys. So with that in mind, maybe I should put him in B, Nappa. Because there is a pretty sizable gap. I will say. I will say. I think I will put him in B then. All right, we did all level 3s. It's just 4s, right? Yeah, it's just 4s. All right, let's do... I mean, all these guys are going to be in Z, right? Ape is going to be in Z. Broly's going to be in Z, but I do think he's going to be mid-Z because I do think he's probably the easiest level 4 to kill. I do believe that. I do think he's the easiest level 4 to kill. Ginyu, definitely better than Broly. Fusamasu. I actually don't really know where to put Fusamasu. He's better than Broly, in my opinion. And I say that just because I think his Ki Blasts, as they are easier to dodge. They both have 2 break strikes. Maybe he is worse. Yeah, I think he might be worse than level 4 Broly, just because... But Broly is easier to kill. That's the issue. I'll come back to them. I'm going to do this for now. All right. Actually, let me look at some kits. We're kind of speeding through this. So, level 4 Broly. Aura Trap, good. Omega Blaster, good. It also has blasts on it now, which is a really good combo with Aura Trap. Gigantic Power is buffed now, so it's not a free super landed for survivors. Gigantic Charge is still kind of whatever. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's still useful. Gigantic Roar is very good. It's probably the best AoE super in the game that works like this. Comes out very fast. It's an instant kill. It'll catch you more than you expect. Blaster Cannon is decent. If you see a super transfer using a super attack and you use this, you get iframes. You can hit them and not take damage. His Ki Blasts are quite good. You can dodge them, but they are a little... I will say they're probably a little more difficult to dodge than Murdzamasu. So let's look at Murdzamasu. Murdzamasu's Ki Blasts are pretty good. They're pretty spammy, but they are dodgeable with things like Unconscious Control, I will say. He does have 2 break strikes like Broly, and they are faster. Ooh. I didn't even realize how much faster. Just to put in perspective, Broly's is 90 seconds at base and 60 seconds at base. Fusamasu is 23 seconds at base and 30 seconds at base. That is very good. That is very, very, very good. And he has a dash as well. Lighting of Absolution, I will say, is not good. It's not good. I've only gotten hit by this by like pretending it didn't exist and not caring about it, and it hit me. It's an instant kill, to be fair. I just don't think it's that good. Blades of Judgment, I think is okay. It's nice crowd control. Keeps the survivor at bay if they're spamming Ki, if they're like getting close to you. And then for Great Ape, he has Super Mouth Cannon. It's near as good as Broly's. It's pretty fast, but just not as fast as Broly's. This kick cannot be dodged anymore, or the stomp, I mean. The stomp cannot be dodged. So if you think you can dodge it, you can't. The only way you can dodge this is avoiding it straight up, using grapple, using barrier, using wall of defense, things like that. It won't instant kill you anymore, but it is better than it used to be. And Ape is a lot harder to kill. You can't vanish behind him and hit his tail. I think Ape is very difficult to kill. The only way you're going to kill him if Vegeta was already low. That's the only way you're going to be killing Ape. That's the only way that's happening. I do think his Ki Blasts are better and his super attacks are better. But I think him having those 2 break strikes, I just think that the likelihood of you killing a Fusamasu is a lot more low than you killing a level 4 Broly, in my opinion, even with his buffs. That's just me. Cell. Cell, I will probably put here. Yeah, spammy Ki Blast that can be slightly countered. If you are close to him in his face, you can't counter them just because of how fast they are. But he finally unlocked an AoE damaging super attack, or skill, with Energy Barrier. This deals massive amounts of damage. You could Afterimage in the Solar Flare and the Energy Barrier, and that'll pretty much cook most Dragon changes. Unfortunately, the perfect Kamehameha, as cool as it looks, as cool as it is, it's terrible. It takes 10 years to come out. It completely takes the camera away from you, so you can barely see what's going on. All clear is kind of whatever. It's not that great, deals a lot of damage, but it's not that difficult to dodge. And if you're hiding behind an SDM, it's really not going to be doing all that much. But I do think, you know, I do think he's pretty solid. All right, level 4 Buu. Level 4 Buu is so hard to kind of like dictate where he belongs, because I don't think he's that great as a level 4. I don't, because you can counter his Ki Blasts. I think he's probably worse than level 4 Cell, honestly. Because you can counter his Ki Blast. Assault range, you can literally just outrun now for some reason. I don't know why they nerfed this skill. Previously, you'd had to go into a cave or had to use some sort of maneuver-based skills to avoid it. Now you can just outrun it for free. I don't know why they changed it, because it's so difficult to get Kid Buu. I guess they want to keep it in line with Broly. Vanishing Ball is pretty good. It comes out pretty fast, but, you know, it's not like it's undodgeable. He has Angry Shout, which can still combo into Vanishing Kick. He still has L Bomber and Go Go Gum. But his Ki Blasts are pretty slow, and they can be countered. He's Z mainly because of the fact that typically, honestly, he's Z purely due to the fact of like what level 4s are and the fact that you can't melee them unless you are level 4 yourself. He probably would belong in S, but I just think because of like the inherent strengths level 4s possess, and typically in the like you're never going to be in a situation where the full team is up, everybody's level 3, you have all the balls, and then Kid Buu is also out. That's never going to happen. Typically, at least a couple survivors are going to be dead, or people are going to have Dragon Chains on cooldown, and Kid Buu kind of just cleans up Super Buu's dirty work. So honestly, for that, maybe I'll just do this. All right. Who is next? We have Corrupted and level 4 Frieza. Honestly, man, I am somebody that like doesn't like, I was never really a good Frieza. In the hands of good players, I think Frieza's insane. I just personally don't think he's like, I don't know. His Ki Blasts can't be countered. They can be relatively dodged, even without unconscious control. If you time it right, you can dodge it, but it's going to be like infinitely better with unconscious control. His super attack, the flame one is pretty good. It comes out very fast. And again, he still has that combo where he can do Break Strike into Zarbon into Death Slash. Death Slash carries him. I'm not going to lie. Death Slash really does carry him. This Planet Will Die is really bad. They need to update these moves, dude. It takes way too long to come out. It takes the camera away from you. You could be looking at somebody in, like, America, and then by the time this move finishes its animation, you get to actually throw the ball. They're in Timbuktu, the survivor. I don't know why they have it like that. They need to change it. You're wild. His kid is insane. Am I, bro? Am I? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's very good. But to be fair, a lot of it is reliant on his combos. A lot of it is reliant on his combos. But for me personally, I personally just don't think he's that great. But I do have to respect his moveset. He is better than Cell. I don't think he's better than Broly. You could argue this. You could argue this for sure. You could absolutely... I will say, I have killed way more Brolys that are level 4 than Frieza's level 4, I feel like, in my time. That also, a lot of it has to do with the fact of Broly not having that buff. So now it's a little more difficult to say, but I think you could do this. I think you could do this. Do you do this? Maybe. I mean, I just want y'all to know, based on my personal experience, I would do this. But I will say, I mean, and that's me playing him. But I could just be a bad Frieza. I've never really been like an amazing Frieza personally. But I do respect that he probably is worthy of this position. But maybe I'll move him later. All right, last but not least, we'll do Fused. So Fused, I probably have the least experience with everybody. I'm not gonna lie, I've only played him like a handful of times. So let's look at his super attacks. So he gets rid of Lightning Absolution, which is good, by the way. We'll have to wait and see till we get it. I wish they would have done this better, so you can like more easily look at Corrupted. So he gets 3 Break Strikes. Lightning Absolution turns into a 3rd Break Strike. And he has just regular Break Strike. He has Divinity Unleashed. And then he has Lightning of Absolution, which turns into whatever move it turns into. And then Blades of Judgment turns into a Snipe, which is probably better, low-key. And then his Ki Blast, I forget what they are, low-key. I low-key do. I'd have to watch my own video again. But he does have the lower health pool. But I will say, if you're getting corrupted, unless you're like baiting it out purposely, you are probably going to lose anyway if you're going to get corrupted. If you lose with corrupted, I feel like losing with corrupted isn't a fault of corrupted. I'm not going to lie. So it's really tough to rate corrupted. I do think he deserves the Z because he has 3 Break Strikes, dude. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. You can't melee this guy. You absolutely can't melee this guy. So I feel like for that reason alone, I think he definitely deserves the Z. And it's hard to rate him. But I'll probably just put him next to Fused. I'll just put them like right next to each other. But yeah, guys, that's probably going to be the list. I'll see if I need to move anybody around. I think that's fine. You could argue this, but personally, I'm happy with that. I think I'm cool with this tier. I think this tier is fine. Level 3 Cell, if you want to argue this, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to keep him here. I think this is fine. I'm happy with this. I know some people would argue this. I'm happy with this. Vegeta being level 3, I think is fair. Frieza being level 3, I think is fair. I know some people would probably argue like he should be up higher. I just personally don't. I think they're fine. I don't think you would want to go any lower than A with them. I think they're fine here. You could argue this. I'm not gonna lie. You absolutely could argue this. You could. Because I think they're at least more tanky. They're at least more tanky. And they don't have to deal with a level 4 or super transfer. Maybe I will keep it as that. Maybe I will. I think, honestly, yeah, I think that's fine. Again, you could argue this. I wouldn't get mad at you. I would not. Level 4 Cell is a weird one because he is typically kind of hard to kill, but I don't know. Level 4 Cell is a hard. He's an interesting one. He's not bad. He's not like great either. He's definitely mid. He's definitely mid. Full Power Broly, I think, is fine. You could argue this. You absolutely could. I think Frieza's probably fine where he is. I am fine with admitting that I'm just not a great Frieza. I do think with a really good Frieza, utilizing the Break Strike combos with Zarbon and the L1 Super. And plus, one thing I didn't mention with his L1 Super, it is literally one of the best snipes in the game. It really is. Because, again, it's one of those supers that even if you have the lock-on reticle, if you pop it, it can go through walls, go through the STM. It is very good. It is very good. So I don't want to, like, forget to mention that. Ginyu, actually, I didn't really talk about Ginyu at all, but I think it's pretty obvious why Ginyu is so good. If you have all members up, you get 3 free get-out-of-jail-free cards when you get caught in a melee. It's a break strike. I mean, you know, there's that. Power level boost is very good as well. Increases the damage, increases the speed, gives you some iframes per second if you need. Strong Jersey. Actually, I probably should have used that in my Ginyu video where I took that L. Strong Jersey is a decent chasing skill. Body change is broken. It's definitely worthy of having a 30-second long cooldown. Milky Can is absolutely broken with Jason Birder up. It's pretty average with them dead. But yeah, I think I'm happy with this list, guys. I think I'm very happy with this list. I don't think I have any like crazy takes in here. Again, I really do think it's just one of those things you could like move someone a tier up or down, move someone like back and forth. I don't really think we have anything crazy in here. But yeah, that's going to be the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below if you agree or disagree with my tier list here. Again, we might do another list depending on if they buff or nerf Raiders throughout the season. I doubt they will. They did a pretty sizable buff and nerf type thing with all the Raiders recently, so I doubt they're going to touch them any more this season. So we'll do this again in Season 6. If you guys want to see a tier list like this for transfers, please let me know. I could do one just for Season 5, like up to now, but typically I kind of like to wait until all the transfers in Season 5 are out. And then we do like an overall transfer tier list, and then we could just do a Season 5 specific tier list. And then we could do Survivor skins. If you guys want to do Survivor skins, I could do Survivor skins if you like. And then, you know, I don't know if we'll do active skills and passive skills until like the end of the season. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts. Let me know if you think anybody should be changed or removed, or if you're happy with it, let me know. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like these, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take care, safe, have fun. Peace out, dude. Peace out.